Ladies and gentlemen, 5 people in the fucking house. I thank you all for showing up. um, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Fuck WWE. Hashtag fuck WWE and hashtag fire Vince McMahon. That's what we need to have happen in this company. But I looked something up, folks. Endeavor don't give a fuck. Endeavor doesn't give a flying fuck about Vincent McMahon and his poor booking decisions. He's already made it clear that he is back in creative when he sold the company off to Endeavor. I just do not understand at all. I don't understand this company whatsoever. Give me one moment. I just have to take a quick moment to go check something. So I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for the few that just came back in here. I was just checking on something, and that's why we had this momentary pause of no commentary from me. But guys, I'll be straight up with you. I don't know what to say about this company anymore. I was gonna come on here and talk to you guys about how WrestleMania turned out. It was a huge success and all that bullshit. And the matches were awesome, and they were awesome. I went back on my vacation and I went back and watched most of the entire show, both night 1 and night 2. Night 2, I didn't totally finish. I have 2 more matches to watch, which I may or may not watch. Who knows? But this is very disappointing and very sad. We got Rachel Buck. I mean, Rachel Buck has commented on my channel on AEW's review from this past yesterday. And I mean, she is a diehard WWE mark on this channel. She loves my content. She thinks my content is awesome. She enjoys what I say, but she is a WWE diehard. And I hate WWE. But in reality, she is understanding that WWE is a complete and utter failure because they continuously lie, saying, oh, Vince is not in creative, Vince is not this, and Vince is not that. No, folks, I knew this was coming. I knew it was coming. I figured it was going to be after WrestleMania. I even said that Vincent McMahon was going to go ahead and probably change. I wouldn't be surprised if a report comes out later on that there's a report that comes out saying at last minute at WrestleMania, Vincent McMahon decided to make Roman Reigns be the guy to win and retain his WWE Undisputed Universal Championship belts. I would not be surprised by that. But Triple H has already confirmed he was the one who said he wanted Roman to retain his titles and have Cody. He didn't like the way they booked him. He thinks they made a mistake with that, so he wanted to rectify that. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. What we saw at the end of WrestleMania 39 was a complete copycat of WrestleMania 28. Plain and simple. You had John Cena lose to The Rock in a very devastating loss. He was expecting to go ahead and win, and he lost to The Rock. And it was supposed to be once in a lifetime. What a fucking load of bullshit that was. Because it wasn't once in a lifetime. They had a rematch the next year at WrestleMania 29. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the matches, but still, your slogan is once in a lifetime. Well, that's not once in a lifetime because they had a rematch. Just the same thing we're going to get with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. This is all bullshit, folks. This is a complete and utter waste of our fucking time. I honestly don't care. You got Brock Lesnar showing up, doing the same thing he did with fucking John Cena in 2012. I mean, I think the match between Cody and Brock Lesnar is going to be a fun match to watch, but let's be honest. This is a fucking copy and paste repeat of what we saw 10, 12 years ago. This is a fucking joke. I mean, this is pathetic. I don't understand how anyone who's a diehard wrestling fan who would still want to watch and continue to follow this shit. Honestly, I'm going to continue to watch it. I'm going to give you guys reviews tomorrow night. I'm going to watch SmackDown if I have the time to do so. I want to spend time with my girlfriend and so forth. So I may go ahead and watch it live. I may watch it Saturday and then give you guys a review on it. I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to cover WWE now that Vince McMahon's in office. I've said it before and I'll say it again. WWE, with Vince McMahon in office, makes me not want to cover or watch WWE anymore. I don't even know if I'm going to even cover their fucking pay-per-views. And I've said verbatim, I was not going to cover WWE ever again if Vince McMahon's back in office. And damn it to hell, it's fucking hard. It's like an addicting drug. I can't help it. I mean, it's fun to come on here and shit all over WWE for being a fucking shitbag company. But I don't know, man. I just really can't stand how terrible this company has turned out to be. Really. You got people lying, blatantly fucking lying about Vince McMahon and what he's doing. Oh, he's not going to be in creative. Oh, he's not going to be in creative. Months and months and months and months. And I just kept saying, it's going to happen. It's going to fucking happen. I predicted when they were going to sell the fucking company right on the spot. I said they were going to sell it during WrestleMania 39 or WrestleMania 40. And they sold it at WrestleMania 39, just the way I fucking predicted it. And I knew for a fact right after that, Vince McMahon was going to come back into creative, and we were definitely going to get a dose of poison shoved right up our ass by his poor, pathetic booking decisions that he does deliberately. I was talking to Matt 87 Eagle last night, and I told him this straight up. This guy knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody. He likes to make people aggravated and annoyed and bored watching his fucking product. He knows exactly how to book a good show. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He is a fucking lowlife scumbag who likes to make his audience suffer. Sick, satanic, narcissistic piece of shit. It's that fucking simple. The guy is a piece of garbage. He looks like a fucking gosh darn Pee Wee Herman with a mustache. Guy's a fucking piece of garbage. He belongs on Sesame Street or something. I don't know what the fuck he is. What I do know is he's a fucking asshole from hell that won't go away unless he dies. And you know what's a fucking terrible thing? Is that we have to wish something on someone like that just so we can enjoy a fucking wrestling program? Why the fuck wouldn't you just care about your audience? You're making money hand over fist. Why piss off your customers? What's so fucking hard about booking a good show? You've done it in the past, you son of a bitch. Your son-in-law books a good show. Heed it from you, you fucking cocksucker. So don't give me this, oh, he's old, he's lost his touch, he's lost his grip on reality. He doesn't know what he knows exactly what the people fucking want, folks. He's a troll on his audience. He likes to piss you off. He's his own he's a fucking real life heel to his audience. He does this shit deliberately. Don't worry, folks. It's going to get worse. You're going to see more roll-up pinfalls occurring, 5-minute matches or less. I mean, shit, we got that on Monday Night Raw to kick off the fucking show with good old Omos against Elias. And the best part is, folks, the best fucking part, you want to know what the best part is? None of the matches went very long. The main event was a fucking joke. There was nothing there. It was a bait and switch type of situation. It was a bait and switch situation. We had that happen back in 2014, leading towards the Royal Rumble. We were supposed to get a Batista versus Brock Lesnar match occurring on Monday Night Raw. And you know what we got? Nothing. Zero. The big fuck you. And that's what we got this past Monday. What did we get on AEW Dynamite? Oh, I don't know. A huge announcement that they're going to be having a pay-per-view event called All In back and take place at Wembley Stadium in UK. Oh, man. You want to talk about a fucking huge announcement? Go TK. Go Tony Khan. Please run them into the fucking ground. I can't stand that fucking guy, Vincent Mann. You guys think I complain about CM Punk? He may be a fucking cancer in AEW's locker room, but I'll be straight up honest with you. This fucking guy, Vincent Mann, is the biggest load of trash walking on the face of the earth for pro wrestling. This guy doesn't believe in using the word wrestling or wrestler. What the fuck are you guys doing on national television every fucking week, you dumb son of a bitch? I just do not understand. I will get to your comments in the chat. I do apologize to everyone. I'm just loading a lot of frustration. I know I've been gone. The WrestleMania review did not turn out very well. I had a fucking issue with the internet going out. It was late, and I just did not feel like going through the hassle of redoing it. And do you guys blame me? Come on. Look what we had the night after. Fucking Monday Night Raw. Are you kidding me? We had Matt Riddle return in a deal with The Miz. The Miz is a fucking... he's basically buried at this point. He doesn't do fucking nothing. All he does is lose to everybody and tries to convince everyone he's this awesome wrestler, and he ain't fucking shit anymore. He's fucking garbage beyond belief. We didn't have Johnny Gargano on last night, this past Monday. We didn't have fucking anybody of importance on this show this past Monday. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to admit this. I like the Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes matchup idea, but I got to face facts. It's a copy and paste type of deal with what John Cena did with Brock Lesnar after The Rock. It is that fucking blatant the same. The only difference is it was for a championship this time instead of just a normal one-on-one legend versus icon type of matchup. I'm dumbfounded by all of this shit. I don't know how anybody can continue to support this fucking load of garbage. And thank you, Rachel Buck, for coming to your senses and realizing that this company is fucked. And I hope AEW buries their fucking ass, because at this point, they deserve it. Not the performers. The performers deserve a lot of credibility. Everything they did for those 9 months was unfucking believable. All credit going to Triple H and his creativity. But at the end of the day, what did it matter? What did you gain out of, except for fooling everyone else, 161,000 fans to show up at your fucking damn show, to only realize that the night after we're going to get right back into square one where we started, with Vince McMahon booking terrible shows. And I'm going to watch SmackDown tomorrow. I'm going to see what it's like, or at least try to, or watch it during the weekend. And I'm going to see how fucking terrible it is. And I wouldn't be fucking shocked. I wouldn't be shocked within the first 15 minutes of that show. I'm turning it the fuck off. I don't know, man. I really don't know. We got a brand split that's not honored. We don't have wrestlers staying on their own brands. We got people flipping back and forth as if there's no such thing as a brand split on this fucking show. We don't have nothing going on but a lot of bullshit. Now, I'm going to go back to ranting after I read all these comments in the chat, because I do apologize for not doing what I normally do here. But I had to get that off my chest, honestly. But yeah, Rachel Buck, I mean, the Ghost Shadow, okay. This man is now the cancer to pro wrestling. He's been the cancer to pro wrestling, Ghost Shadow. Shadow. So yeah. Matthew Consuelo. I'm gonna go back up to the top, but these are some other people. Matthew Consuelo, you think the Triple H era was its prime? I don't think it's close. Sorry. I don't think it's close. He hasn't stayed in creative, not even in a whole year. He then goes on to say he needs to book Damage Control better. Sign Maria. I forgot her last name. Marina Kennels. Canal. I think. Whatever. He ain't gonna sign nobody, Matthew Consuelo. The bottom line is, Matthew, is that WWE's fucked. All these guys that Triple H went out of his way signing, like I don't know, fucking Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross is fucking done. He left that company because he couldn't stand the work environment there. You think he's gonna continue to stay with fucking WWE with Vince McMahon back in power and creative? You know something else, guys? Everyone's forgetting. He may have sold the company off, but he still owns 49% of the company. I've heard this on JD's podcast. I couldn't believe what I heard. And same with BC Amplified. He still owns 49 fucking percent of the company. And he still got 9.3 billion fucking dollars. Can you fucking believe that shit? $9.3 million. I only wish I could do that and still own a fucking company. You got to be fucking kidding me with this bullshit. This guy needs to go. He's the biggest fucking cancer on the planet. All right, let me get into Rachel Buck. She was asking me to kindly to read her comments up top, so I'm going to go ahead and do so. Rachel Buck says, who do you see going to AEW from WWE? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it would be a good idea for Tony Khan to take everybody. I think they are going to have to manage somewhere else. Like New Japan Wrestling would definitely could use some names from WWE into their company. Karrion Kross would be a perfect pickup for New Japan Wrestling. Some other guys that I think New Japan could possibly use, since they lost Jay White. I'm going to have to go on record and probably say Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre would do fucking phenomenal in New Japan Wrestling. AEW, he might get lost in the shuffle, I think. I mean, they got a lot of top name stars that they could build around. I mean, Adam Cole, Jay White, Kenny Omega still at this point. They could put the belt back on him at some point down the line. I mean, you got a ton of fucking great names in this company that you could build a promotion around. So, I don't know, but Drew McIntyre going to AEW, it's a possibility. I think he would probably go there over New Japan Wrestling because they probably could pay him more. But still, man, I don't know. I mean, I think AEW would benefit a ton by getting Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is a fucking name. I'll tell you one guy they really ought to consider possibly getting. I don't know if they'll ever get it. It's near to impossible. But getting a guy like John Cena, Edge, I mean, they could possibly get Edge more than likely. But Edge is near the end of his career, so I don't possibly see him ever showing up in AEW. But Drew McIntyre as Drew Galloway or Drew Gallows, I gotta say, I would definitely lean towards that. I would love to see that, honestly. Rachel Buck also asked, and how many WWE wrestlers do you see going to AEW? Again, like I said, I don't know how many people Tony Khan can possibly fit on his roster and utilize them correctly so they're not just wasting away and collecting a paycheck doing absolutely nothing. So I wouldn't recommend Tony Khan just grabbing anybody. It would be nice if Vince McMahon actually cared about his roster that he has, gives a fuck about what Triple H has been doing, maybe implement some of what Triple H has been doing, stop being a fucking egotistical maniac and actually just want to make a good show for everyone to enjoy and get a lot of fucking money doing it. I mean, this guy loves his money. Why not produce a great product for everybody to enjoy so that you can make more money? Now, granted, we wouldn't be getting great content from Vince McMahon because he don't give a fuck about us. But at least with us getting the great content that we can enjoy, he's still getting what he wants, and that's more money. Because let's face facts, Vince McMahon has no way of making any outside sources of money because he already has a boss above him. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe he won't be able to make any outside of deals for the Arabs and all that other bullshit. I don't fucking know. Honestly, who the fuck cares? Let's be honest. I don't give a flying fuck about any of this shit no more. This company is fucking loads of garbage. They wasted 9 months of our time giving us great content, hiring all these people they let go back into their company. William Regal was let go. He comes back. And now he's probably going to be let go again. And William Regal, he's definitely coming back to AEW. I can guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. Everybody tell, oh, Vince McMahon's not back. He ain't ever coming back. He just wants to sell the company. Bullshit. I know damn well, and I know better than to think that Vince McMahon's ever going to go away. He's like fucking Tom Brady. Tom Brady kept talking about possibly coming back after he said he was retired twice. So please stop blowing it out your ass. You can't fool us anymore, Vinny. Neither can WWE. At least I'm not fooled. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I don't know how you guys could even believe this crock of bullshit with the rumors going around saying, oh, Vince McMahon was backstage to say hello to John Cena and shoot the shit. Bull crap. While wearing a headset and gorilla? Nah, I'm not buying that bullshit. December 30th, 2022. We got Charlotte Flair showing up and making her own Money in the Bank cash in on Ronda Rousey. Same night that we had John Cena and Roman Reigns going at in a tag team match with Sami Zayn in Roman's corner and Kevin Owens in John Cena's corner. in a tag team match. You guys are going to tell me that there was no Vince McMahon in the back. Bullshit. Triple H would never book a fucking show like that. Have some random person just show up out of nowhere because their name is Charlotte Flair, and they're going to get an instant fucking title match against Ronda Rousey so that she can lose the fucking belt. That ain't going to fucking happen. I know what really would have happened. Ronda Rousey would have been challenged by Charlotte Flair at the Royal Rumble. We would have had Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey face each other at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view and have Ronda Rousey lose the fucking belt if Ronda Rousey was planning on leaving or just not wanting to be involved in the World Championship picture. That's what they would have done if it was Triple H's booking decision. That's what would have really happened. Not disintegrate the fucking gosh darn Money in the Bank briefcase, which has already been destroyed. The concept is messed up. And that's it. Not to mention, we had an announcement Monday night that Backlash is no longer Backlash. It's now WrestleMania Backlash. Why are we calling it WrestleMania Backlash? I could ask the same question about Raw and SmackDown this past week for the go-home shows. The go-home shows were called WrestleMania Raw and WrestleMania SmackDown. Why the fuck were they called that? They're not called WrestleMania Raw and SmackDown. They're called Raw and SmackDown. Just because it's the last week before they go to WrestleMania, it does not need to be called WrestleMania Raw and WrestleMania SmackDown. Just like Backlash does not need to be called WrestleMania Backlash. Why does it need to be called WrestleMania Backlash? What is the purpose of that? We know we just had Backlash, or we know that we just had WrestleMania. So why not just simply call it Backlash? It makes things a lot easier. It's not two titles mixed together in one pay-per-view setting. It is its own entity. Why don't you just say WrestleMania year around? It's like, I don't know, man. I think this guy is a fucking asshole. He belongs in a mental institution in a straitjacket, and someone needs to beat him up like he's a fucking pinata till he starts spitting out candy or spits out his own fucking organs and body parts. I don't know. Whatever, man. Guy's a fucking asshole. I can't stand that fucker. I wish he would go away. I can't stand him. Fucking hate him. Rachel Buck, she says, they're starting a hashtag Fire Vince trend on Twitter, and fans are yelling Fire Vince everywhere WWE goes. It ain't gonna fucking matter, Rachel Buck. I'm sorry to tell you. It's the right thing to do. It's something they should do, Endeavor, but Endeavor ain't gonna do it. Not to mention Endeavor and Vinnie Mac are being sued or investigated on the purchase of WWE because there's belief that there was something done incorrectly, business practices that were done wrong. I don't know how it was done wrong. Apparently, some people believe there was some speculation that it was illegal way of selling the company in the sense that he sold it to somebody he personally knew. I didn't know that there was some kind of law against being able to sell something that's your own piece of property to someone you know and get a profit off of it. It's new to me. I don't know how they did anything wrong, but hey, you know what? If it means getting Vince McMahon out of office and pretending like as if he's the fucking president of the United States, he might as well be Joe Biden, for God's sakes. Anyway, but truthfully, at the end of the day, guys, I mean, it's like they're trying to, get him out of being in WWE, which I don't think is going to happen. Nothing is going to change. This man should be in fucking jail right alongside with Donald Trump because Donald Trump has some things that is going on that are very similar to what Vince McMahon did in his own promotion. He used money to do a scandal to hush people up about things that he did that were sexual activities with someone he should not have been doing that with. There you go. Same thing with Donald Trump did with this porn star or whatever. I don't know. Who fucking cares? These people are wealthy with money and they fucking throw it away with doing scandalistic bullshit and act like low life scumbags. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck WWE, fuck Vince McMahon, and the only thing I care about are the performers that work there. I feel bad for them. Seth Rollins, oh my goodness. Rachel Buck talking about Seth Rollins. Do you see Seth Rollins leaving WWE? Do you see Brock Lesnar leaving WWE and who else leaving WWE? I do not see Brock Lesnar leaving WWE ever. He is like Bruce Pritchard to Vince McMahon. He will do anything Vince McMahon tells him to do. If it means he has to walk through fire, he will do it. Seth Rollins, maybe. If he goes to AEW, that's a huge pickup for AEW. That is a huge pickup compared to a Drew McIntyre. I think Seth Rollins is one of the hottest fucking commodities in WWE right now, besides Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, and Sami Zayn, of course, and Kevin Owens. Those are your 5 big guys right there. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. And oh yeah, can't forget the Usos. The Usos did a great job building that story around Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for those tag team titles. So yeah, there you go. There's like 7 guys that you can look at and say, yeah, those are guys that I'll remember. But the rest of the roster, who the fuck cares? Randy Orton's on hiatus. He ain't doing nothing. You'd think he would have made a return on Raw. He didn't. The whole thing's a joke. Who else is leaving WWE? I don't know, Rachel Buck. I really don't. Only time will tell. And when it happens, I'll be sitting there waiting to watch AEW and see who shows up from WWE. Because let's be honest, these guys are not going to want to stay there. There's already a rumor going around that there's a performer, 2 performers that want out of WWE because Vince McMahon's already back in creative. It's that simple. Who knows who it might be? I don't know. And to be quite frank with you, I don't care. Good luck to anyone that wants to work in that shitbag company. That's all I got to say on that. All right, so continue on. And do you think AEW has won this war? And do you see the company shut down in 2 years? That's a good question. Yeah, there's a 2-year contract with Vince McMahon in WWE as an employee to Endeavor. I mean, hey, it's possible. I mean, the way they've been lying to us, what Triple H said, who the fuck can believe what he says? Everybody, I listen to JD from New York 206. I love JD. I think he's a great commentator for pro wrestling. I think he has an amazing mind for the business. He is, he knows what he's talking about, but man, oh man, he has got to stop kissing Triple H's ass. Really, stop kissing Triple H's ass, because this man could go ahead, stand up and say, fuck you, Vince. He has money. He's a wealthy man. He's made money doing what he does. He didn't get called the cerebral assassin for nothing. He didn't become a main eventer for just because he married the boss's daughter. He did that and did everything he did because he is that fucking good. It's that simple. Him kissing Vincent McMahon's ass, saying, oh, I can't say this or I can't say that, and da 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 da. And if he's being forced to say lies, why would he do them? Why would he say the lies? What for? Say, hey, look, you got to find someone else. I'm not lying. You're coming back. You're coming back. That's it. Deal with it. You don't want to lie to the audience? You want to lie to the audience, but you want my ass to go out there and be a fall guy for you? No, I'm not being no fall guy for you, motherfucker. I, for 9 months, have been coming on here in creative, doing my job. What have you been doing? Trolling this fucking audience, making them miserable? Look, guys, I don't care how old Vince McMahon is. Vince McMahon knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. He really does. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, and he's a fucking scumbag for it. Vince McMahon can convince the whole world, oh, I'm an old senile fuck. And I just lost my touch from old age. And, you know, the aging process has just fucked me over and I've lost my prime. I'm out of my prime and I've lost touch of reality. Bullshit. This guy knows exactly what he's doing. That simple. Anybody want to tell me different? Piss off. I don't fucking care. I know this guy is a fucking load of bullshit and he's trolling all of us as audience. Rachel Buck says, and if they shut down, do you see Triple H starting his own company and hiring all wrestlers that left WWE and going to Triple H's new company? No, I do not see that happening. I don't believe that they will ever. I don't see Triple H ever opening up his own business. At this point, if he really wanted to, he could just tell Vince, go fuck off. I'm retired. See you later. I ain't never coming back. And he doesn't have to be a fall guy. He really doesn't. Rachel Buck then says, and remember, Freddie Prinze Jr. wanted to start his own company, but it looks like it might not happen. But if it did, I think all the wrestlers should go and work for Freddie Prinze Jr. They'd have to take a pay cut. I don't believe he'd be able to afford all those guys. I think there's a lot of performers that it would be out of his price range. Matt 87 Eagle says, we must forget that WWE lied, or mustn't forget that WWE lied to all of us, to us all, since January about Vince being back to only sell the company. Man, if any one of you believed those crock of shit stories that were being told to you, you're an idiot and a sucker. Matt 87 Eagle says hashtag worst WWE or worst Raw ever. Yeah, obviously. He also states Nick Khanman lied on TV. Vince lied on TV. Matt 87 Eagle says about both of them. And Matt 87 Eagle says that Triple H has been demoted to Vince's coffee boy and fall guy. Of course, he's always been that. He was the fall guy 9 months. For 9 fucking months, he was their fucking fall guy. What are you kidding? And he just played along because he's part of their little dipshit show. He ain't going nowhere else. He don't want to piss off the boss's daughter. But in the meantime, when Vince came back, guess what the boss's daughter did? She took her ass and went home. She said, fuck this shit. I'm not going to be part of this fucking egotistical maniac's bullshit now that he's back in the board of the whatever the fuck it was. But being involved in this company, no, she didn't. She had a humongous responsibility, a huge position, a CEO, where her mother used to be at one point before she decided to leave. I wonder why she left. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe because she couldn't stand the sight of her fucking husband at the time. Or maybe, just maybe, she got fed up of catching him cheating on his wife so many times. She just got like, peace, I'm out. Fuck off, bitch. And she packed her shit and left. They haven't been together. They've been separated for many, many years from the report that she gave when this news broke out last year about her husband cheating and sleeping around and giving out hush money. So go figure this shit out because I can't. It's that fucking simple. Everything in this world is totally inconsistent. Our laws in this country are inconsistent. You got a guy like Donald Trump wanting to run for president again. And now they're taking the law and using it as an advantage to get rid of him so he won't run for president. There was a 60-minute report on CBS once. I think it was talked about right after a football game during the NFL season. And this woman, who is also the same woman that they're trying to get him in trouble with, claimed that he used hush money on her to take advantage of her and go ahead and use her in a actual TV show he had one time. I forgot what it was called, but he was doing this reality TV show, and he told her that if she slept with him, he would go ahead and allow her to join his show. She did that, and then he lied to her, did not allow her on the show, and then just gave her hush money to keep her quiet. And she took it, but then changed her mind and opened up about it. So here we are. And now they're using that to prevent him from running for president. But then we got the same guy who's actually best friends with Donald Trump, Vince McMahon, doing the exact same thing and using 19 million fucking dollars of hush money for multiple women from 2005 all the way up to now to shut them the fuck up. And yet he's walking around doing whatever the fuck he wants. The investigation's over. He's made $9.3 billion on a fucking weekend of WrestleMania, strutting his shit. Yeah, he has shit in his pants. I think he poops in his pants when he walks because of the way he walks. And the reality is simple. The guy is a piece of shit. He should be in jail right along with Donald Trump. I'm sorry to everyone who's a supporter of Donald Trump, but yes, the law is the law, and the guy should be in jail. Both of them. They're both scumbags. Do I like Donald Trump in a sense? Yeah, he is trying to stand up for the people, but Vince McMahon is not standing up for his customers. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Two scumbags, one cares about the people and the other don't give a shit about his customers. That makes tons of fucking sense, doesn't it? The world is totally inconsistent, don't you think? What a load of crap. All right. Rachel Buck says he is the way as Donald Trump. Matt A7 Eagle says, oh, Vince is worse than Trump. I don't know which is worse. I mean, like I said, at least Donald Trump gives a fuck about the people of this country. He wants to better them. But I mean, Vince, he don't give a shit about his audience at all. Rachel Buck says Vince and Donald Trump are evil or even, I guess. I don't know. Or evil. Matt 87 Eagle says purposely killed NXT, gave Triple H a heart attack. Yeah, I don't have fucking clue, dude. Rachel Buck then says Trump should call Vince and tell him to leave WWE and join him in jail. Yeah, I saw that comment you made on the AEW Dynamite review from yesterday in the chat or in the comment section. So yeah, that was funny. All right, let's continue here. I got lots of comments here in the chat. Matt 87 Eagle says at least you can fight off cancer. Yeah, that's very true. Vince, you can't really do much of unless you kill him, and that will put you in jail. The Ghost Shadows says Jay White made the right choice going all elite. Yes, sir. 100%. If he could you imagine him going to WWE? Holy fuck. He'd be buried before he knows it. He probably wouldn't even be shown on television. I mean, anybody that joins WWE at this point is a fucking sucker. Honestly. If I was a wrestler, I would never join WWE with Vince McMahon in office. Guy is clearly a fucking scumbag. Daniel, what's up, bro? He says, well, back to AEW, only we go. Yeah, well, I'm still going to try to cover WWE. It should be exciting with me ranting and raving about how shitty the product is and everything. But yes, as time goes on, I'm eventually going to give up on the fucking shit because how many times can you complain about the same fucking idiotic bullshit that you make a mistake on and continue to do it over and over again? That's like that would make me crazy to continue to watch a product, complain about it over and over again about the same issues and nothing is being changed. It's fucking pointless. So eventually I'm going to stop covering WWE here on this channel and I'm going to find other promotions. I'm more likely going to cover New Japan Wrestling. I'm going to figure out a way of getting Ring of Honor in my budget and be able to review that on every Thursday night with you guys. Hopefully. So keep an eye out for Ring of Honor reviews at some point. Impact Wrestling, not happening. Tried it. I don't particularly care to do it. Done it, and it just, I get bored of it, honestly. I prefer watching the old TNA Impact shows than watching the up-to-date episodes and everything else. It's just not as good. Matthew Consuelo says Drew Galloway would be cool at AEW. Yeah, I think he would work out well. I don't know if he would leave WWE. Definitely if Vince McMahon's booking him to the moon, possibly. And he may do that just to keep him on board. Who the fuck knows? Matthew Consuelo also says, was Adam Cole in his prime in NXT? Yeah, he was pretty fucking good in NXT. He's still good. I mean, he was great in Ring of Honor. Oh shit. Ring of Honor, he was awesome. He was like the fucking face of Ring of Honor outside of Jay Briscoe and a few others. Jay Lethal was another one. Daniel says Vince McHitler is back. Yeah, that's a good way to describe him. The Ghost Shadow says AEW can't sign everybody from WWE. There's MLW, New Japan Wrestling, GCW, hell, even Impact Wrestling. There's options now. Yeah, that's true. Very true. MLW, I don't know about them. GCW, I wouldn't fucking work for GCW ever. There's a lot of reports going around that they are not safe. They don't have medical staff on board when they do their shows. They're fucking shit. I would never work for GCW. No way. They're crap beyond belief. Impact Wrestling, yeah, I'd work for them. They're a decent little company. But they're really not, they're not moving a needle. They're not doing shit. So I don't particularly see them as a factor of hiring any big names. Maybe the Mustafa Ali would be one of them that they'd hire. Dolph Ziggler would be somebody they could probably hire. But guys like Seth Rollins, no, Impact Wrestling ain't gonna be able to hire a Seth Rollins. A guy like Randy Orton, fuck no. You're not gonna see any of that stuff happening in Impact Wrestling, GCW, or any of that shit, or even MLW. The only three major companies that people are gonna go to is New Japan Wrestling, AEW, or WWE. That's it. Those are the three options people have in making good money. At least guys that are working in WWE, that's their three options. The company they're with, AEW, or New Japan Wrestling. That's it. It's the only places they're going to see any decent size money in comparison to WWE. That's it. Daniel says, I can't wait for WWE to fail again with Vince back, like how WCW went out of business. I hope that happens. I really do. I think that's the only way we're going to ever get rid of Vince McMahon. Rachel Buck says The Apprentice. Oh, okay. That was for the Donald Trump show that he had for that reality TV show. Rachel Buck, you say I agree. Agree with what? I'm not quite sure. It might have been something I said earlier, but I don't quite remember what you were agreeing to. I said a lot of stuff earlier, so I don't know what you were agreeing to. Since I wasn't keeping up with the comments in the chat. Matthew Consuelo says, when was NXT Black and Gold in their peak or prime? I'd say 2018. I think they were doing really well all the way up till they had that TV deal. Once they reached the TV deal, that was it. NXT was fucking done. That's when they were going down the fucking toilet. So that's all I got to say on that bullshit. All right. Let me see here. Matt 87 Eagle says, dude, no one watches Impact Wrestling. I don't know. There's actually a few 100,000 people that watch Impact Wrestling on a week to week basis on Thursday nights on whatever fucking station they're on now. But yeah. And the Ghost Shadow says, I was sarcastic when I mentioned Impact Wrestling. I didn't really mean it. That was funny. Thank you for the comment, Ghost Shadow. Daniel says, I'm not going to support WWE. Vince McMahon really took over. At least I got WWE 2K23 to play, and even that's more entertaining than Vince's Raw and SmackDown episodes. Well, we don't know officially yet. This is what JD from New York's been saying. He thinks that there's a possibility that Triple H is running SmackDown while Vince is running Raw. What a load of bullshit. I'm not saying that JD from New York 206 is lying, but he's got false hope. It ain't fucking happening. Vince McMahon's going to be running both shows, and Triple H ain't going to be doing shit no more. You won't see any creative juices coming from Triple H on screen ever again, because all he was an interim. Get that? Interim creative head of creative. That's all he was. He was an interim head of creative. That's all the fuck Triple H was. He was a guy to fill in for Vince McMahon when Vince McMahon comes back. And lo and behold, Vince McMahon is back. And we're all fucking screwed if you want to watch WWE. If you want to watch WWE, guess what you're going to get to see? Roll up pinfalls over and over again. No fucking finishers to end a match anymore. The finishers might not even be called finishers. You might as well call the roll up pinfalls to be their fucking finisher for every wrestler on the damn roster. And secondly, the storylines are going to be so bland, uncreative, and lame that you're going to want to turn off your TV the moment you see the fucking signature says forever together. Bullshit. There ain't no forever together. It's all lies. It's all fucking lies, I tell you. It's fucking lies. You know, I may have a low budget show. I may have a horrible webcam I use. I may not have all the high technical end of things down for a very entertaining presentation with the glitz and oohs and ahs and all that bullshit and really make it look all fancy. But the one thing I do have is fucking brains and knowledge about this fucking business. I'm no different than a JD from New York 206. I'm no different than a BC Amplified. I'm no different than either one of those two. And that's why I subscribe to their channels, because they talk exactly the way I do about this business. They just happen to have a lot more subscribers than me. And that's fine. Let them have them. I'm not here to go ahead and make this a humongous job. I'm not. I do this because I love it. I don't give a fuck about getting paid for this shit. Because that's really what it is. This fucking bullshit wrestling is shit. I love this because I just love it. But guys like Vince McMahon, CM Punk, making everybody on edge, not wanting to work with each other, not wanting to work for the boss, lying to your audience, telling the audience bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. All it does is just, it makes you go numb for this shit. It makes you not want to care about the fucking business anymore. It's all just BS. So it is what it is. Matt 87 Eagle says weekly rematches. Omos as IC. Oh my God. Really? Omos is fucking IC champion, the Intercontinental champion. Really? You're going to say that? Bro, if Gunther loses to Omos, I am done. I will definitely fucking be done with that shit. and no LTB, all brought to you by Vince. Go shave your damn mustache, McMahon. Oh, man. I mean, I don't know, man. That was funny, though. Daniel says he literally made the women that he gives hush money to invisible, like they made God in Backlash 2006. Yeah, that was another classy move by good old Vincent Mann, saying that he can beat God in a wrestling match. That guy wouldn't know God if he stepped over him. Guy's a piece of shit. I hate Vincent Mann, and I shouldn't want to hate him, but man, does he piss me the fuck off, because he knows damn well he can book a good enough show for us to be happy and entertained by what he can offer us, and he just don't want to fucking do it because he's a piece of garbage. It's that fucking simple. The Ghost Shadow says the 24/7 championship will be back next week. I'm calling it right now. I got one question for you, Ghost Shadow. Why the fuck? Why the fuck was the title even removed? It's like everything that Triple H did doesn't even matter. Why did even Triple H try to do anything? Was it to give us this false sense of security that Vince McMahon was finally going to be gone? We didn't have to worry about watching a shitty ass fucking program on WWE and actually enjoy watching what we used to love when we were kids. I mean, like, what the fuck? I didn't even understand why he's making all these moves and hiring all these people back. What was the fucking point? He just wasted his time. He wasted the company's money. He wasted the wrestlers' time. He wasted everybody's fucking time for only Vince McMahon to come back, and he's going to change everything and revert everything right back to the way it was before he left. I just do not understand this man. I do not understand this company. It's just insane. They're like, at the end of the day, Vince McMahon is like Don King of pro wrestling. That's all there is much to say about this. Daniel says Mr. McMahon out here looking like Vegeta with his mustache in Dragon Ball GT, except he's just an old fart like Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. Holy shit. That was funny. Daniel, that was fucking great, man. I'll tell you what, Daniel, I'd love to get you on this show, man. You were one of my top supporters outside of Rachel Buck. I mean, honestly, you two are fucking outrageous, man. And shit, bro, that was fucking hilarious, man. That made me laugh. Ugh. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I have no idea. Matthew Consuelo says Impact Wrestling hasn't been the same since Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff took over. People People remember that. Oh man, bro. I honestly can't say it was that ended them. I think it had a lot more to do with what Dixie Carter did at the end of all this. I mean, look what they did to fucking to AJ Styles and Sting to end their time in the company. They fucking literally had the whole locker room beat the shit out of them. It's all it was a fucking joke, man. And Ghost Shadow says false hope, simple as that. Of course it was fucking false hope. And Triple H is in on it, man. If you guys don't think Triple H is in on this shit, if you don't think he is in on it, then guess what? You guys are fucking crazy. He is a part of this 100%. It's that fucking simple. So, And Matthew Consuelo, going back to what you said in the TNA wrestling, Hogan and Bischoff was the start of it, but Dixie Carter pretty much ended it. And that's why they lost the name TNA Wrestling later on, a few years after that. They went to being called Impact. They named their promotion after their fucking name of their show. That makes no fucking sense. You imagine if WWE named themselves Raw as their promotion? There's nothing raw about WWE anymore. They shouldn't even have the name of their Monday night show as WWE Raw. There's nothing raw about WWE. Now, if they want to call it WWE Soft, by all means, go ahead, because that's what it is. It's fucking soft. Or as Big Cass and Enzo Amore used to say, SAWFT, soft. That's how it should be called. WWE Soft. Because, my God, they are fucking crap. Raw is the biggest load of shit walking on the face of this planet. Why it is even 3 hours, I have no fucking idea. There's nothing pay-per-view like entertainment taking place on the fucking show. Again, like I just said a few moments ago, earlier in this damn show, you had Omos and Elias starting off the damn show. How is that Raw? The match didn't even last 2 minutes. How is that Raw? How is that going to open up the show and electrify people and get them excited to be part of the fucking show? You might as well just told everyone, thank you for your money. Now go the fuck home. The show is over. Thank you for coming. And thank you for giving us your money. That's what they should have fucking done. Unbelievable. Daniel says, imagine Elias going back to being Ezekiel. Why would I want to imagine that? They both suck. Both characters suck. What do I give a shit? Who gives a fuck about this bullshit? Oh, you'd probably be asking, why are you still on talking about this shit if you don't care? Well, I do care, okay? I'm going to admit it. I do give a shit, but come on. This guy just kills the enjoyment out of everything, and he loves it. He gets off on it. I don't know what the fuck this guy is smoking. How can you be that egotistical to troll your audience? You're there to make money. So why wouldn't you want to get like a tailgate like what you got for WrestleMania? Give us a good show. Give us something to enjoy. What the fuck do you want to piss off your audience? We're giving you we're giving you our money to you to entertain us. Why the fuck wouldn't you want to do that? You know, he used to go back in the day. I mean, during the Ruthless Aggression era, he used to even say this. He would say, without you guys, WWE would not exist. Well, apparently he's proving us wrong. He doesn't need us for shit because he still figures out ways to make money. And he don't need us for nothing. That's pretty fucking sad. Just goes to show you who the fuck needs this shit. Really, who the fuck does? But yeah, about Triple H again, I don't give a flying fuck about Triple H. I don't feel bad for him. I don't give a fuck what he has to say. I don't know, man. I really don't. I have no idea why the fuck anyone is feeling sorry for Triple H at all. There's nothing to feel sorry about. Triple H Matthew Consuelo says, I'm going to go take a shower and listen to you. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. You didn't have to tell me you were going to take a shower so you can continue to listen to the live show, but I appreciate that you want to still listen to the live show. But yeah, anyone that feels sorry for Triple H, you shouldn't. because he always has the option to get out. He's old. He's retired as a wrestler. He has plenty of money. He has no reason to continue to take on this responsibility and deal with this bullshit that Vince McMahon's putting him under. He is being forced to go out and say lies. Why would he want to do it? I would say, no, I ain't lying. You're coming back. You're coming back. What do I need to continue to bullshit the audience and say I'm still in creative when I know I'm not? What's the fucking point? Oh, because he's the son-in-law to Vince McMahon. He doesn't want to lose his job security. Who the fuck cares? Your job security's screwed, bro. You ain't going to do nothing in creative. You ain't shit anymore. You got demoted. Demoted for what? Producing one of the greatest WrestleManias in a very long time? Having a humongous tailgate money in a very long time. He fucking sold out WrestleMania before the end of 2022. They had a few extra seats left for maybe night 1 or night 2 that they gave to people because they were fortunate enough to have some seats left and they were going to give it off to people. That's it. But he sold the fucking show out before 2023. When the fuck has Vince McMahon done that? Oh, I don't know. A very long time ago. That's how. And he never did it on 2-night show. I remember last year at WrestleMania 38, they were giving those fucking tickets away. You could have gotten tickets for WrestleMania all the way up to the event itself. Not this year. Not this year, buddy. We had WrestleMania 39 sold out before 2023. So it was very hard to get tickets for just a small, there was a small portion of tickets available that they opened up new seats for. And it was very limited time, they were saying. And it was done once. It wasn't done multiple times throughout the lead up to WrestleMania. So I don't know what Vince is smoking, but he ought to take Triple H's, creative ideas and utilize them on the show because the show was entertaining. I actually enjoyed watching it. And now I can't anymore because Vince McMahon's running it. And we're going to see what happens on SmackDown tomorrow. I'm not having my hopes up. I'm expecting an utter catastrophe and basically a plane crash, nosedive right into the fucking ground. That's what I expect to happen. And I do not expect anything from WWE anymore. I have my hopes down and keeping them down so I don't have my feelings hurt and my hopes crushed because there ain't no reason to have my hopes up for this piece of shit product. But anyway, guys, I thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please go ahead, hit the like button if you like the video, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment down below, and I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great night, guys. Bye.